Hello my colleagues, in today's video we will be looking at a very unique way to invest in stocks and real estate at investing in REITs, Reits. To most of you, this might be your first time hearing of this, while some of you might know what Reits is but might not have an idea on how to go about in purchasing Reits. Well, by the end of today's video, you should be able to have a proper understanding of what Reits are all about and how to go about in making your first investment in REITs from right here in Nigeria. Do well to smash the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel. There's also a link in the description that you can use to join my email newsletter. That's basically a place where I share my thoughts every Monday morning on what's happening in the market, what I'm investing in, and opportunities out there to make money. So do well to subscribe to the email newsletter and let's jump right into today's video. Let's go. Now, what are REITs? REITs stands for Real Estate Investment Trust. A REIT is a company that owns, operates, or finances income producing real estate. Now, this is how they work. REITs pool money from many investors to purchase and manage properties like shopping malls, office building, apartments, hotels, and more. This allows individual investors to earn a share of the income produced through this commercial real estate ownership that these REITs bought without actually having to buy, manage, or finance any properties by our own individual selves. I don't know if that makes sense. You can invest in REITs by buying shares of the REITs company. This way, you get a tiny piece of ownership in all the properties that they hold, and you earn a portion of the rent that these REITs collect, just like you're a mini landlord. The whole idea of REITs came about in the 1960s in the United States. Back then, people with smaller budgets couldn't afford to invest in big, expensive real estate properties. REITs were created to allow everyone, not just the wealthy, to participate in the real estate market. This is actually how REITs really work. REITs make money in two main ways. One is rent. They collect rent from tenants who occupy their properties. Second is through property value appreciation. Ideally, the value of the properties they own goes up over time. When they eventually sell those properties, they can make a profit. Now, here's the key thing you need to understand. By law, REITs have to pay out most of their profit, usually around 90% to their shareholders as dividends. So when you invest in a REIT, you are hoping to receive regular income payments from the rent that they collect. Think of it like, you are basically getting paid a portion of the rent from all the properties these REITs own, without the hassle of being a landlord yourself. Now, let's take a look at the type of REITs out there, especially here in Nigeria. There are three main types of REITs. The first one is equity REITs. Equity REITs, they buy, own, and manage real estate properties like shopping malls, office building, apartments, and hotels. They make money by renting out these properties to tenants and collecting rent payments. We then have mortgage REITs. Mortgage REITs don't own physical buildings. Instead, they lend money to real estate owners, or buy existing mortgages or mortgage-backed securities, which are like bundles of home loans that they buy up. Finally, we then have hybrid REITs. Hybrid REITs combine the feature of both equity REITs and mortgage REITs, and then they make money from both renting out properties and earning interest from real estate loans that they give out. I want you to think of these three REITs like this. Equity REITs are like landlords who own and rent out buildings. Mortgage REITs are like banks. They lend money to people who want to buy or build properties. Then hybrid REITs do both jobs. They own buildings and they also lend money for real estate, investments or purchase. This way, investors can choose, the type of REIT that is best suited for their investment goals. If they want regular rent income, they might go for equity REITs. If they prefer earning interest, they might choose mortgage REITs. Then if they want a mixture of both, they might want to go for hybrid REITs. and this could be the best option. Now that you have a fundamental understanding of how REITs work in general, let's now jump into the real estate investment trust fund right here in Nigeria. REITs in Nigeria began around the mid-2000s. They were introduced to give everyday Nigerians a chance to invest in real estate without having to buy and manage properties themselves. Since their introduction, REITs in Nigeria have gradually gained popularity as more people see them as a good way to invest in real estate and earn regular income. The key players in REITs right here in Nigeria are big corporations and banks. You see, major companies and financial institutions right here in Nigeria have created various available REITs in the market. These organizations have experience in real estate and finance, making it easier for them to manage REITs effectively. Examples of Nigerian REITs include the SFS REITs, one of the first in Nigeria focusing on residential and commercial properties. We also have Union Home REITs, another well-known REIT that invests in various types of real estate. Finally, we have UACN Property Development REITs, aka UPDC REITs. This is actually the biggest amongst them all. Now, how do you invest in REITs right here in Nigeria? Well, before I show you how to invest in real estate investment trust, it's necessary you understand some of the benefits and downsides before you make up your mind if you want to invest in it or not. The benefits of investing in REITs in Nigeria is 1. Easy entry into real estate. Like I have said earlier, REITs gives you the opportunity to invest in real estate without having millions by buying shares in the REITs company. It also serves as a passive income stream. This is actually the second benefit. REITs are known for their regular dividend payouts. This means you can potentially earn steady streams of income from the rent collected on properties without the hassle of being a landlord yourself. Then another cool and third thing about REITs is that it offers you diversification. By investing in REITs, you are not putting all your eggs in one basket. REITs usually own a variety of properties across different sectors: office buildings, residential, retail. This can help you spread out your risk. Let's now proceed to look at the downsides of investing in Nigerian REITs. The first downside is market dependence. Just like any investment, REITs are tied to the performance of the real estate market. So if the property market dips, the value of your REIT shares could go down as well. Another downside is limited liquidity. REITs are not always the easiest to buy and sell compared to stocks. The number of buyers and sellers might be lower, so it could take longer to get out of your investment if you need to. And even, for example, if you invest in Union Homes REITs here in Nigeria, it might take you a very long time to be able to sell your shares because of the low liquidity and available number of people willing to buy that shares. Finally, we now have reliance on management. You see, the success of a REIT depends heavily on the skill of the management team. They are the ones who choose the properties to manage the tenants, and make crucial decisions that impact your returns. These are the core benefits and downsides I believe you should know before finally deciding if you want to invest in a real estate investment trust. Well, let's now proceed in buying the shares of UPDC REITs. The first step you want to take is to download the Trove Investment app. My link for that would be in the description and comment section, and with my referral code as well. Once you have downloaded it, proceed in signing in or signing up. I have a video on that on my channel. You can click on the card above. This video shows you step by step on how to open a Trove account. So I'll assume now that you have created your Trove account and funded it. The next step you want to take is to proceed in searching for UPDC REITs. So you can search or get the UPDC REITs stock by searching it for it on the top search bar here on the Trove application. So let's just type in UPDC REITs, UPDC. So you can see it here. You have UPDC. This is the second one, is not it. The one you want to go for is the one that says UPDC REIT. You click on it, and then you can see it's going for 4 naira 50 kobo. So this is the main one, and then this is the chart. You can see how it has performed. You can look at the charts, you can look at the 1 week chart, the 1 month, just to have an idea. So what we want to do is to click on this buy button. But before we click on the buy button, is what's seeing the high and lows. So you can see that the 52-week low is 3.25 naira, and the 52-week high is 7 naira 65 kobo, which I find it nice. And then the previous close is 4 naira 50 kobo. So if it has the 52-week low is 3 naira 25 kobo, buying it at this price of 4 naira 50 kobo is not really a bad option. But I should recommend that before buying, you also do like some extra research on the company to know the financial situation and know if it's something you want to buy. Just yesterday before making this video, I think I saw somewhere that their stock or they lost around 17%. I need to be sure, but I know I saw something like that in the news. So these are the kind of information you want to be on the lookout before buying. Now, this 4 naira 50 kobo is a little bit higher than the 52-week low, so for me, I think it's a very good position to buy or to invest in. And also is what's knowing that it is necessary you look at your investment goals before buying, so that even if the price of the stock goes down, you are not really going to be scared, because you're buying it probably because of the dividend payment and not necessarily because of capital appreciation. So once you have made up your mind to purchase, you click on the buy button, and then you put in the amount of UPDC rights you want to buy. So you can put in 100, you can put in, let me just put in 600. So you click on review cost. So for me to buy 600 worth of UPDC rights, it's going to cost me just 2,940 naira, which is quite small. But I would advise that you do your calculation. Since UPDC rights is selling for 4 naira 50 kobo, you can see, okay, if I have 50,000 naira, how much worth of UPDC rights stock will my 50,000 naira be able to buy? So for you to be able to calculate this, you do 50,000 naira divided by 4 naira 50 kobo. You get the amount of shares you need to put in there. So once I've gotten that, you can now put it into this place that says this place that says the amount of stock of UPDC rights you want to buy. So let me just do the calculation real quick. So I head over to my calculator. Head over to my calculator. Where's my calculator? Head over to my calculator here, and I say I have 50,000 naira divided by 4 naira 50 kobo. So you see it's 11,000 worth of the stock. So I head over back to my Trove and I put 11,000. So here review cost, you can see it's going to cost me around that same amount, 53,900, and I believe this is including the charges of Trove. So for me to purchase, I now swipe to buy, and my order will now be processed. So that is basically how to invest in UPDC rights. So guys, I hope you found this video insightful. Don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and as well join my email newsletter to stay updated with what I am investing in and what's happening in the financial market and also in my personal life. See you on the next one. Deal.